Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to attempt to do an entire reloading video in 10 to 15 minutes. We'll shoot for that target. I am going on a whitetail hunt in Missouri a couple weeks from now, and I was really hoping to have a 300 Blackout load that is subsonic in case I get into some tight area and I don't want to wield the big long 280 around. So we're working with the 190 grain Hornady Sub-X, accurate 1680, CCI number 400 small rifle primers, and that is it. I'm going to start here trying to use as few bullets as possible of these. So I'm going to load one charge weight. We're going to go out to the range, shoot that charge, check the velocity, check the accuracy, and if that first charge weight doesn't work or doesn't get quite to the 1050 velocity range that I'm looking for, then we will come back to the bench and try again. But for right now, I am starting with 11.3 grains, which is exactly what the Hornady loading manual says that I should get for accurate 1680 and the 190 grain Sub-X. So that's what we got for now. Let's go with it. What we're going to do here is throw one charge, seat one bullet, and then that's all I'll show you guys before we get out to the range. Okay, that scoop is way too big. Hey, look at that, 11.3 grains. Good enough for now. I will be throwing these with the, you can't see it here, but my powder thrower when we get to that point. So being off by a tenth or so in any direction is not a big deal. There's 11.3 grains. Not much in that case. So I'll get a seating die set up here with an empty piece of brass. I do already have these cases primed, and you can probably tell that by the fact that I was throwing powder in. Shell holder, case. Lock ring, back out seating stem, switch this for the case that I've got powder in. There is the bullet for you guys to see. Target is the cantilever. I'm just going to seat slowly and make sure we're not quite getting there. Okay, not quite getting there yet. Closer, but not quite. As soon as I get up to the cantilever, just a little more there, I'm going to measure. Target overall length is 2.070. And I've got 30 thousandths to go. .080. 2.073, 2.071. Let's .00695. Close enough. We are at the cantilever. I'm going to load up 5 more of these, and we're going to get out to the range. Alright folks, we are on the 50-yard range, testing out this load. The gun, I'm not sure if I've showed it on the channel before. This is my 300 Blackout AR pistol. I've got a 10.5-inch ballistic advantage barrel, Sig Sauer Romeo 5 red dot on it, a rugged razor suppressor with a Coltac cover on there, and we're just going to be shooting here at 50 yards and seeing how this load does. I do have my target camera backed off a ways. It might be a little grainy for you guys. I'm wearing earplugs just in case some of these rounds go supersonic, and even at subsonic this is a little more comfortable. With the earplugs in, with the suppressor on just because of the port pop. Alright, got one to chamber. This gun is pretty dirty. I'll probably give it a clean in here. shortly. After this first shot, I'm going to go check the target and make sure we're on paper. All right, I believe that was indeed subsonic. Oh yeah, 991 feet per second on the chronograph there. I'm sure the brass is fine. We're subsonic. Make sure we're on paper, and I'll be right back. All right, we did cycle around. I'm going to leave the earplugs off for this round just to see how it feels. I'll hold top of the paper and see where we end up. There's a little bit of a ring there, not bad. 986 for that velocity. All right, we'll shoot these next 4 shots, and we'll just see where things land. All right, I don't believe, no, did not lock the bolt back on that one. Where I have the gas set right now, that's okay. It's cycling, I'm not worried about that. We're in the 950s on velocity. We'll see what that average is and probably adjust our powder charge here in a minute. All right, just a quick recap of where we are. That was 11.3 grains of accurate 1680. Average velocity was 974 feet per second, which we expected, right? We got a 10.5 inch barrel. The data was based on a 16-inch barrel, so I expected it to be a little bit slower, but it was a good starting point. I have gone up to 12 grains now. I've got 5 shots loaded up, and I have made a sight adjustment. If these increments are correct, we should be pretty close to dead on now at 50 yards. But of course, the load has changed as well, so it might be a little bit off. I still have the camera backed off just in case I did something stupid and went the wrong way on the sight adjustment. I'll shoot 1 shot there. That was 1109. That's a little bit fast. Let me go check the target. All right, bolt did lock back that time. Let's see what that average velocity was. Average velocity for that string was 1090, which is probably still subsonic. Most temperatures, but since I'm going to be hunting with this into the winter and I really don't know how cold it's going to be in a couple of weeks, I definitely want to get that down around the 1050 mark just to make sure that we are safe as far as subsonic goes. So, the first group was 11.3 grains. That last one was 12 grains. Let's sort of split the difference and go 11.7. I think 11.7 seems like a great place to go after this. I'm gonna go down, load them up, and we'll be right back. Oh, I also was a couple of inches high, so I'm gonna bring this back down. I moved it up 20 clicks last time, which with half MOA clicks should have been 5 inches at 50 yards. But I am gonna go back down. I am 3 inches high right now, I believe. I don't know why I'm looking through that. It's a red dot. I'm going to come back down 8 clicks and see where that gets us. Chances of this not tracking perfect are pretty high. It is a budget red dot for sure, but a pretty decent one and one that I've had pretty good luck with. But I have noticed that the tracking isn't 100% accurate. 11.7 grains. Let's see what this does. I didn't mention it, I don't think, but I do have the dot on the Romeo 5 turned down to where I can just barely see it for minimum starburst. First velocity, 1096, still high. There we go, 1049. Okay, we're in the ballpark. Got a bolt lock back. Let's check the group. All right, folks, groups aren't too bad here at 50 yards. Velocity average is 1060, which is slightly higher than I wanted it, but I can live with that. I could go down another tenth, maybe another 2 tenths, but I really think it's gonna be okay right there. Bolt's locking back, group's not too bad. Velocity's around the area we want it. I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna load up some more and check to see what my point of impact differences are at 25 and probably 75 yards. Then I'm gonna be ready to hit the woods with this gun. Chances are I probably won't be able to get that on video, but it's always a possibility. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this little bit shorter, more informal sort of load workup. Hope y'all have a great hunting season 2022. Y'all have a good one.